What's up, fam? This is Legato from Omega Alpha. Today we're going to quickly go over 15 upcoming NFT projects that I think you should have your eye on. Some of these projects are really early and some have been around for a while. Either way, something caught my attention and I think you should at least check it out. This is going to be rapid fire. We're going to quickly go one to the next, not spending more than 30 seconds on each one. If you're an NFT DJ like me, you are probably already questioning why this intro is going on this long. So let's jump right into it. As always, I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say on this video should not be taken as financial advice. I literally trade pictures of cute bears, toilets, and cats for make-believe internet money. Don't listen to anything that I say. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more quick rapid-fire videos like this where we cover a ton of projects. Let's go. First up, we have the Smurf Society. Now, if you've watched my channel before, you would know that I talked about a fake Smurfs NFT collection that came out a while ago. So I just want to make it clear this is not that. Supposedly, the team behind this project has full IP rights for the Smurfs. I know someone who talked to their team and verified that. As of right now, they have about 17,000 followers. Their Discord at this time has about 5,000 members in it, and they have a couple tweets so far on their timeline. If you take a look at their website and scroll down, it looks pretty good. Engage with the story like never before, earn, trade, combine items, all on-chain to craft your ticket to the mint. Obviously, there's not a lot of information about this yet, but it definitely interests me. I wonder if they're going to try to have some type of cool, immersive experience instead of just whitelisting and minting. The only thing that really stands out to me as a possible negative is that there's 12,500 NFTs. I guess depending on the price, that might not be a negative, but that's a lot of NFTs. We'll see how it goes. Next up is Eden Genesis. Omega Alpha did have an AMA recently with the founders of this project, and they definitely seem legit. They're looking long-term, and their goal is to make an enjoyable game. They have a lot of things planned, and they're trying to make a AAA game which is actually fun. Again, there's not too much information on this as of yet, but Twitter engagement is really good. So far, they've done AMAs with Kaiju Kings, Whitelist, Omega Alpha, and some other groups as well. I know they are backed by 2 separate VC firms, so at minimum, this is something you want to keep an eye on. This project is called Taiyo Pilots. It's actually another project from Taiyo Robotics. If you're not familiar with Taiyo Robotics, it has a great reputation in the Solana space. Soulport Tom runs this, has a very active community, and they've been around for a while. If you go to the Taiyo Pilots Twitter, they have a link on their pinned tweet where you can apply for a pilot list. They do suggest that you have 295 scrap, which is their token, in that wallet. There's a lot of threads and tweets on their page here if you want to learn more about Taiyo Robotics and the ecosystem, but they're pretty stacked. Just knowing that they have a connection to that, I'm going to fill this out. Next up is Realm Hunter. It's apparently a pretty early game project. It's backed by Seedify. If you're not familiar with Seedify, they're an incubator and launchpad for a lot of big Web3 gaming projects. They have a lot in the works right now. Full disclosure, Omega Alpha is a partner with Seedify, so I might be a little biased, but if you look at their track record, it's pretty ridiculous. Just about anything they touch is high level, because they vet it before it ever gets to the point of being involved with the Seedify name. If you take a look at the posts on the Realm Hunter Twitter, they definitely have a lot of engagement, and if you take a look at this trailer that they put out as their first tweet, it looks pretty good. It totally has Genshin Impact Sword Art Online type vibes to me. I'm definitely keeping an eye on it. Next one up is another gaming project, Roboto Games. This one's pretty early, has about 4,800 followers as of right now. The reason why I want to mention it is because it has a lot of financial backing. A16Z, also known as Andreessen Horowitz, led a $15 million seeding round for this project. And if you look at some of the other names that Andreessen Horowitz is involved in, it's big stuff. Transcend is another investor that put money into this project. I mean, you don't just throw money around at some random game project with no future. Early or not, I'm definitely keeping an eye on this one. This is one that's been making its round in the alpha channels as of late, but I want to make sure it's on your radar. Momoguro. As of right now, it has about 28,000 followers and a huge amount of followers that I know. Literally every single collab manager, influencer, and advisor that I know is following this project. Apparently Baobab Studios is the one that's behind Momoguro, and they have a direct connection to Disney. There's been a lot of rumors going around the space about this one. Even the quality of the trailer and the art is really good. Again, it's definitely something to keep an eye on. I also want to mention that at the time of recording this video, they are doing what they're referring to as the 12 days of Momo. Apparently each day you can log on the website here, click a button, and go through the normal process of signing in with Twitter and engaging, and you get tickets. Those tickets will give you chances to get whitelist. I don't know about the finer details of it, but guess what? I'm doing it. Next up is Garbage Friends. Now, this is an interesting one because it has 147,000 followers. If you've been around the space for a while, you'll actually remember this from a while ago. This project went really quiet for a while, and then all of a sudden came out of nowhere and started tweeting again. Motion Marcus is behind this project, and he's the founder of Invisible Friends. If you don't know about Invisible Friends, it was a monster project earlier this year. Invisible Friends has almost 47,000 ETH in trading volume on OpenSea. 47,000. Back in February and March, it was like 8 to 10 ETH. Even now, the floor price is almost 2 ETH. Honestly, if he's officially involved with the project, there's no reason not to pursue it. Since it's active again, you never know. There might be something coming soon. The next project I want to mention is Rosentica. It's pretty early, and I know that they're trying to do a lot more than just release some NFTs. Obviously, if you look at the Twitter and scroll down, the art looks really good. It's anime, weeb style. But from what I understand, they're trying to build the brand up first and then do the NFT stuff later. In my opinion, that's a really good long-term sign, and honestly, this art's pretty dope in my opinion. Twitter engagement is good. As of right now, it has about 3,300 followers, so it's relatively early. The other thing to take note of is who's involved with the project. Fantasy visual novel by, I'm not even going to pretend I can pronounce this name, but they have 102,000 followers. The next person they mentioned, 32,000. Founding artist of Studio Zomi. Studio Zomi, 17,000 followers. To me, a project like this at 3,300 followers screams super early. I definitely am going to keep an eye on it. I do know one person that's involved with this project, and honestly, she has a really good track record. Combine all that stuff together, boom, this one's staying on my radar. Next up is E4C, Final Salvation. It has almost 47,000 followers, top mobile app MOBA game, and hottest Rangers NFT collections of in-game avatars with super utilities. The founder of Amber Studio, former CEO of China, Japan, and Southeast Asia Riot Games, godfather of esports in China. Twitter engagement looks really good. It's a free mint, and if you look at the art, it's definitely interesting and a little different. It's 3D, but it's not your usual profile pic style. It kind of reminds me of the big gaming projects like Azra and Homa Games that were free mint recently that did really well. There's also a medium or two floating around that has some extra information about the game. Their link tree has a lot of stuff going on, and apparently they have some other collections on Rarible. This one's 0.38 ETH is a floor, 462 items. Again, after this quick little run through, I'm totally interested in this one. Up next, we got Utopia Avatars. As of right now, this project has about 20,000 followers, and their Discord has about 8,400 members. This one has come up in a lot of alpha groups, and it feels like wherever I look, Utopia Avatars keeps coming up. It looks like they have their whole team listed here, plus some advisors and a couple celebrity names as well. Full disclosure, when I see celebrity names on a project, lots of times it makes me raise an eyebrow and think of it negatively as opposed to positively, but there's definitely a difference between a celebrity project cash grab and having a couple celebrities or well-known influential people involved in a project. And based on the art, videos, tweets, and the amount of times I see this mentioned in alpha groups, I definitely want to keep an eye on it. If you look at their website, it does look pretty cool. Ooh, trippy. And it has some more information about the artist and other parts of the project I'm not going to cover here. As of right now, you can apply via application to get allow listed for this project. It's right here in the top right of the website. Once you click that, it'll take you here, connect your wallet, go through the prompts, and you can give it a shot that way to get whitelisted. I'm going to do it. Obsolete is the next project I want to mention. It's pretty early, has about 6,200 followers, and at first look, the artist doesn't have a huge following or anything like that. But if you take a look at the art, I think it's pretty unique. Like, to me, this art stands out compared to a lot of the junk that I see right now. If you scroll down on the project page or the Twitter page, you can see a lot about her, the art, works in progress, and other pretty cool stuff. If anyone remembers that project Perfidious, I don't remember what it is, but it kind of reminds me of that art style a little bit. Buried in between all the tweets on their page is this one, where Obsolete mentions that it's going to be launched on Struct NFT, a new platform by Augmented that was behind Kaiju Kings. That's a pretty established and trustworthy name in my opinion. So just seeing the art in this post alone makes me bullish. I think this one does have potential. Obviously, we don't know anything about mint price or supply, so let's see where it goes. Next up is Inakatabi, 2,000 supply, supply, all free mint. There's about 73,000 followers as of right now, and this one has definitely been catching some attention. Not only is the art good and clean in my opinion, but it totally hits the waifu, Asian, Japanese meta that's going on right now. Another thing that I look at that can make my toes wiggle is to take a look at the collabs that the project has done recently. For example, I know they collabed with Earpits, and Earpits doesn't just collab with anybody. I know they did a collab with Kaiju Kings. Another Asian project that did really well and is very well connected, Doodoo. They collab with them too. Same with Wiko. And here's a collaboration with Yoga Pets. Pretty sure you've probably heard of that one. Again, I'm not going into major detail with projects, but if I take 30 seconds to look at this Twitter, see the art, see who they collab with, and see that it's a 2,000 supply free mint project, I mean, I'm all about this one. I'm definitely watching it. Next one up is Producer C. This project has started to pop up a lot in alpha group channels as well. As of right now, it has about 23,000 followers, and ODAT Labs is behind it. ODAT Labs does have a Genesis collection with a floor price of 0.49 ETH, so I wanted to at least mention it. As of right now, there's about 2,400 people in the Discord server, and I think the art looks pretty fun. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce this correctly, but they have 78,000 followers. It looks like they're somehow involved, and they just did an AMA last week with 1.2k people. This is a bear market. That's a lot of people on a Twitter space. Again, this is the type of stuff that makes me interested. This art style and theme is totally in trend right now, so it's definitely enough for me to watch this. At the top in their Twitter profile, there's a link here, and you can fill out an application to try to get whitelisted. It looks like you can fill it out without a code, but if you have a producer code, get it? Producer? See? Producer code? Huh? It apparently increases the probability of you getting in. Definitely worth filling out. Next up we have Candy Republic. As of right now it has 7,500 followers. I just kind of like the cute art style on this. I feel like it has that look that can be successful if they play their cards right. They gave 100 whitelists to Gorilla Labs, which is Crypto Gorilla's project, and they gave another 70 to Project Gajira. Again, to me this one just has that feel and look that if they do things the right way and they don't have a ridiculous mint price or a ridiculous supply, it could be a low-key banger. Let's see if I'm right. In the top of the Twitter profile, you can click the link here, and you can connect your wallet to access another application. Fill that out, see if you get in. The last one is Kandyland. Take note, this is different than the one I mentioned a few seconds ago. Kandyland has 55,000 followers. It has a pretty cool look to it. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's if you're familiar. If you look at these trailers, the quality is really high level and it's pretty creepy. See what I mean? I know I just said this a couple seconds ago, but the quality of art on this is ridiculous. If this is the actual NFT right here, that's pretty insane. I actually remember Omega Alpha reaching out to these guys for a collab back in August. They've been around for a little while. If you look in their Twitter profile, they have a link to their link tree, which will take you to their YouTube channel. Golden Lane Studio is behind this. They have 1.76 million subscribers and a lot of videos with high view counts. I did talk to a team member briefly on this. I can't remember if they're directly involved with Five Nights at Freddy's or involved with the animation studio behind it, which may be this one, but either way, quality is really high. I don't know the finer details of the NFT mint itself, but if the quality is anything like this stuff, I mean, this blows most NFT projects out of the water when it comes to quality and 3D animation. Look at this. Don't sleep on Kandyland, because if you do, you may get eaten. Boom, and there's 15 upcoming projects that I'm keeping an eye on. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely hit that like button and subscribe to the Omega Alpha YouTube channel. We do a mix of videos for beginners and those that are more advanced in the game. There's an unlimited amount of NFT projects coming out all the time. If you think there's some that I missed and I should include them in the next video, drop them in the comments below. If you want to learn more about Omega Alpha or what we do, the links are in the description below as well. Hope to see you on the next one. Peace.